Good day everyone, you're welcome to CAD Barrel. So today we'll be doing a crankshaft with Autodesk Inventor. So I'll be showing you guys how to do this particular job using Autodesk Inventor. So all we have to do first, as you all know, Control N, I'll click on Standard and I'll tap Create. And I'll come here, I'll choose a suitable plane. A plane I'm comfortable with. We have this or this, so I'll choose this. What's the first thing? I'll come to cycle here. I'll stand at this point, not the center. I'll stand here. I'll produce a cycle like this. I'll dimension the cycle from this point to this point. I'll dimension the cycle 12. Then I'll also dimension the cycle. I'll use the dimension of 72. So I have something like this now. So since I've been able to do something like this, first the distance, then the cycle 72, then all I have to do, I'll come to this point, center point. So I'll stand from this point here, can move from here, project something like this, as you can see. Then after doing that, I'll dimension this, can dimension this 125. And I'll come to the line here. I'll come here. I'll click at this point of the line, and I'll click here. I'll zoom in. I'll click here, like a tangent with the cycle. I'll come to this line again. I'll come here at this point. I'll click here again, like something. So I have something like this now. I'll click on line. So from this center like this, I'll do something like this. Then I'll click on this line, right click, and I'll click on construction. So I want to see how I'll dimension this angle. So from here to here, I'll make it 18.67, 18.67, enter. So it's gone outside, so I'll still drag it to the point again, because it has to create a relationship with that point. And I'll come to this part again, from this line to this line. Angle, I'll make it 18.67. So check. So there will be two issues, so I'll just see how I can be able to adjust it. Or better still, I'll just come to this point here. Watch please. This point, escape, tap escape. I have something like this now. I'll click here. I think this center. So I have something like this now. So I've been able to produce this, as you can see. Then I'll come to trim here. I'll zoom in. I'll just come here, plane this. So I have something like this now. Then sometimes if you come here, you can create something like this. Let's see if it works out well. Okay. Then you come here, 1, 2. So we have something like this. If you check your work, you see that most of them are blacks. Right from this side, we didn't give a dimension. Let's see if we can get to dimension it, but if we can't, because it's fully constrained already. It's fully constrained, so we don't have to accept. So this is what you should have. So if you have gotten this, we'll come to 3D model, come to extrude. This is what we're extruding. So we'll keep it at symmetric. Keep it as symmetric, and we extrude to 20. So we have something like this. Then we click OK. So I've been able to get something like this now, as you can see. So I can just click on my home. I click on home like this. Then now I can click here and click sketch. Okay, so I'll come to this point here. I'll just draw a circle, like circle. Then I'll dimension from the origin. So this is the origin to this point. I'll make it 50. We're already close 50. Then the dimension for this circle is 80. So I have something like this now. I'll come to this point and I'll extrude. I will extrude to 35. Check. So I have something like this. It's very easy. So since I have something like this, if I click on my like this, I should have something like this. If I rotate a little, then I'll click here. I'll click sketch. Then from this point, this circle, I'll come here from the origin. I'll dimension it from here. I'll dimension it 60. I'll come to 3D model, click on extrude. The extrude will be 40. I'll make it 40. So check. So see what we have been able to achieve now. Let's see if we can have that particular model so that we get to see it. So this is what we are trying to do. So I've been able to do this one. Then now I'll see how I can produce this here. Produce this particular job here. So come to this part. So I want to see how I can duplicate this here. Now for that, I'll come to mid plane. Now what's the mid plane I'll choose from? Because it started from here, so I'll click here one, and I'll also click here. So it will be in the it's supposed to be in the middle. So I'll tap escape. We don't get it correctly. So I'll come to plane, like here. I'll click on mid plane. So I'll click here. This is the first plane, and this is the second plane. So our work now is supposed to be in the middle. So I want to see how I can be able to mirror it. So you look for the mirror tool. So this is the tool, mirror. So what do you want to mirror? Okay, we're not supposed to do the. Let's go back to this model. So at the top. So this is the top. This is the top work. Watch, please, watch. So depending on where we're starting from, let me show you this. Okay, that top. That's the top. Where to use the top. So let's go back to our work here. Okay, that's the top. So we're mirroring this. So what feature are you mirroring? This, if you click on the feature, this is the feature. If you click on it, then mirror plane. What plane are you using? This is the plane you're using. So with that, you get this. So I've been able to mirror this now, as you can see. So if we keep it on home, we'll achieve something like this now. So we just have to hide the visibility. So check the mirror now, check the work. So we have something like this now. Then we have to mirror again. You have to see how we can mirror something again. What do we mirror? First, let's get a mental picture of what we want to achieve. Let's see, we have done this, so we want to produce this down, this one here. So let's see how we can mirror. So this is what we have been able to get. To mirror again, let's follow that procedure so that we can be on track. So after we finish this first one, then we move to the second one. That's the second model. Then we move to this model. Let me show you so you can see it properly. Come to this extrusion. This is the first work. Extrusion. Come to this, the second. That's the sketch extrusion. We come to this part, circle again. So we have to do a little cycle there. So what's this cycle? 60. I've done this, I've done that 60. Then we mirror, we produce this, we mirror this. So we didn't mirror this side. So we're supposed to see how we can mirror it. So I'll come here, let's mirror it, let's edit the mirror. So I'll come here, I'm gonna edit feature. What are the places we want to mirror? So we're supposed to features, we're supposed to include this to that. Then click OK. So we have something like this now. As you can see, we now have something like this. So we'll go back to it. So if we have that, they come to this point. Please watch so that we don't make mistakes. So we have been able to achieve this now. Watch please. Now let's see how we can move it. Let's see how we can rotate our bodies, because we have to rotate our bodies to get it to the other part. So let's go here. Please watch. Now keep it on display. So you have something like this now. You come to this part. Come to this part. Click on move bodies. So what are the bodies you want to move? Mind you, before I say, okay, let me go back, let me show you something. We have this, we have something like this. It's solid. When we go to solid bodies, we have solid one, this solid one. Just one body, like one solid. Because we mirror the other body. So watch please, watch. Now I want to see how I can be able to move it, like rotate it upside down. So come to this part, click on move bodies. So at this point, I'll be seeing the bodies that you want to move. So you can click here now, click this, we'll use this one, rotate about a line. So what are the bodies we want to rotate? So this. But what's the angle? What's the angle we want to rotate at is 180. So that's the angle we want to rotate. Then we'll click this. Then you click there, we come to this particular region. Then click this face. Zoom in. Click this face. Have you been able to add this? Yes, you have added this. Then we'll come here. Then we'll click this. Okay. First, there was something we skipped. We're supposed to see how we can mirror this body again. Let's see how we can mirror this body again. So watch this. But let's see how we can mirror it. Because if we're making reference to that body, we have to mirror this body again. So let's see. I'll come here. Watch this. Come to this place. Click on mid plane. Here and here. So I've been able to get that. Then I'll go to mirror. I want to see how I can be able to mirror it. So the features. This time we'll click here. The mirror plane. Also click here. So the mirror, we're talking about mirror plane. This is our mirror plane. If we're talking about the things to mirror, so if we're mirroring things to mirror, first mirror plane. Now we engage our mirror plane. This is the mirror plane. Then what are the things we want to mirror? These are the objects we want to mirror. So let's see, click OK, see the outcome. To see what we have been able to achieve. So what I've been able to achieve. That's why if you observe earlier, I was trying to check our solid, how many solid we are. Normally we're supposed to have 2 solid. So that was where I was having a little confusion. So I'll come to this page just to hide my visibility. So I'll come here, I'll click on hide visibility. So I've been able to achieve something like this now. Then we'll move over to modify, click on bodies. So I'll come to this region here. There's a drop down arrow. I'll click here. Then there is a drop down arrow. Then all I have to do is click on the bodies. On the bodies I want to move. So this and this. But I'm supposed to use this. So I'll go over it again. So let me go over it again. Come here. When you come to this part, you click on this move bodies. You click on the move bodies. So if you come to this particular point, please watch. If you come to this modify, you click on move bodies. Where are the bodies you want to engage? These are the bodies. So these are the bodies. They will come here. Click a drop down. You click here. Then now the angle, you have to tell us the angle. Let's the angle. So the angle is 180. 180. Engage them now here. They click this. If I've seen it, okay. Let me see if I engage it properly. Angle. So this is the region. You click on the way you want it to rotate. See like this. But let me go over it again so you get to see it. I come to modify, I click on bodies. I click on bodies. Where are the bodies? These are the bodies I want to engage. Then I come to this place, I drop down arrow, I click rotate about line. Then about this, like this. I don't know if you see clearly. So we have something like this. So if that's how you want to do it, that's the outcome you get. So cancel, I come here again. Move bodies. What are the bodies? These are the bodies. I come to this place, I click here, and I click this third one here. What are the angles? 180. So I have it to be standard. It to be like this. This is how it to be. This is the outcome. This is the outcome of what we are expecting. This is the outcome like this. Then all I have to do is click apply. So this is what I'll get. So I've been able to do something like this. I don't know if you can see it. Let's tap Ctrl Z to get this again. I go by it. I come here. Bodies. These are the bodies I want to move. I come to this point, I click here, I click on this. Then make it 180, 180. Then I click on the point, I click here. I see. But if I click on this point now and I click here, are you going to see the outcome? Let me do it. Come here, move your body. So anywhere you click, body, come to this part, click here, down. After clicking that, you click here now, then you click this. Okay. Click this, you click this. Then 180, 180. So click OK. We have something like this. So you see that every time we do it, we have different outcomes. I really do not like the outcome, so I'll just tap Ctrl Z. So we're still learning, so we get to see it, we get to use different planes so that we can be able to get it. Modify, come here, the body, these are the bodies. Come here, watch, click here, here, then rotate 180. Then I click here. this point, click here. I have something like this. Let's check and see the outcome. But mind you, if you rotate, since this guy was engaged, so it will come out here. Watch. Let's see how we can be able to. Let's see how we can be able to work with this for the meantime. Let's see how we can be able to work with this. Okay, if we have been able to get something like this now, I want to mirror again just to see how we can reproduce them. We come to this part, we click on mid-plane mirror here, and I click here. So I have something like this in the center. Then I move over to my mirror. I move over to mirror the bodies I want to mirror plane first. The bodies I want to mirror 1, 2. Then mirror plane, which is this is the plane. So this is plane, this is what I want to mirror. So let's see. Okay. This let's see if we tap okay, let's see the outcome. So I've been able to get this particular outcome. Then all you have to do, come here now, your visibility, come here and hide it. Then the next step, very simple, we'll come to this particular point here. Come to this particular point, watch please. Just like now, watch how it appears here. So we have something like this now. So I want to bring out something outside. So come here. So I'll come here, I'll sketch on this. I'll produce a cycle like this. Just something like this. Then I'll dimension this cycle. I'll dimension the big cycle. 135. Yeah, okay. 135. Then I'll also produce a small cycle. I'll come here. I'll produce a small cycle. So all I have to do now, I've been able to get these two. That other one is appearing, just then I'll dimension this 95. I'll leave this particular one now. This one, I'll leave it as, oh shit, sorry. I'll come here, I'll right click, and I'll make a construction cycle. And I'll come to this part, this small cycle. I'll just produce a smaller cycle. I'll come to this point, zoom in. I'll come here, then I'll come to dimension. I'll come to this part, this cycle, and I'll dimension it 18. Come to this particular cycle. Then after doing that, I'll go to cycle, like to create a circular pattern, because I can't be doing the cycles one by one to get 8 different cycles. So the geometry, what's the geometry I want to achieve? When you click on the geometry, make sure it changes the cursor. So I'll just click here. Then the axis now, at what point is it rotating? So I'll take it's at this center now. Then you see this shadow-like preview. So you now include the number of cycles you want to produce, which is 8. So I want to produce 8 different cycles. So after doing that, now I'll click OK. So I've been able to get something like this now. Then I'll have to see how I can rotate. So I'll show you how I want to do that. Watch please. After rotating, then I'll click on 3D model. I'll click on extrude. Then what am I extruding? I'll click here. So I've been able to get this. Then I'll make the extrude to be 20. Then I'll just check. So first we're able to get one bigger cycle, then use circular pattern to achieve this. Then the next step, what's the next thing I want to do? I will just come to this part now. As you can see, I'll come to this particular part. I'll click here and I'll click on cycle and I'll click here, like I'll click on sketch rather. I'll come here, I'll produce a cycle, I'll dimension it. I'll dimension the cycle 40. I'll come to 3D model, I'll click on extrude. I'll produce it out. If I'm extruding, I will extrude to 70. Let's see, 70. It's okay, 70. So this is what I will get after producing to 70. Then I'll click OK. So I've been able to get a crankshaft model for us. Then I can come here and put any material of my choice. Okay, I'm not comfortable with this. I'll come here. I'll use something I'm more comfortable with. Okay, I'm okay with this. So it's very simple. All you have to do is just follow the step bit by bit. So please guys, like and subscribe. Thank you from Cat Barrel.